Yeah, I'm just... Oh yeah. Just leave this one alone and don't give it anything.
He's just like, I don't have a treat.
Apparently they don't shed them. Welcome to day 21 of vlogmas. Today we're at a samoyed dog cafe, also in Hapjeong area. I actually heard that this was a popular cafe yesterday. One of the YouTubers I follow, she posted about this one. I didn't realize we were going to the same one though, but I guess there's only like one. The entrance fee is 12,000 won, so going over like the whole experience, you go in, you pay, and then you get a wristband, and then you go into the lockers to put all your stuff. You can switch out your shoes for flip-flops if you want. It's comfortable to wear them, and I think they're just really mindful of any kind of hair that gets on you. So if you're very sensitive about that getting on your shoes, then just switch them out. After that, they just give you a general mini orientation / instructions. You start on the first floor and they tell you like which dogs are okay to touch and which dogs are okay to feed and which dogs are not, and also just the general behaviors and attitudes of each dog, and also where not to touch. Basically, they said no face, ears, I guess anywhere on the head area, but everywhere else is free game. And they give you snacks to give to the dogs on the first floor and the second floor. They give you very specific instructions on how to feed the dogs, so you make them sit by holding a snack and then waving it to the top of their head, so they kind of just lead up and sit. And then you ask for both paws, and then after that you give them the treat for doing a good job. The second floor was definitely a lot more crowded, but there are more dogs. They're a lot more interactive than the first floor. The first floor also did have a chihuahua, but we couldn't touch it because they wouldn't let us. Well, we didn't order any drinks, and you have to pay extra for a drink, but it's this self-automated, self-service cafe thing. Honestly, I don't want to pay extra, and I don't think the drinks would have been that good anyway, because people mostly come here for the experience. So usually cafes like this don't really prioritize how good their food is. Instead of that category, I'm gonna replace it with customer service, because I think that's a really big one for this cafe at least. I think the employees were all super nice, and they all really knew what they were doing. You could tell they were really experienced. They could
interact with the dogs is super cute.
Just a really wholesome interaction to see all the workers having fun with the dogs, and you can tell that they've established a pretty good relationship with them. Overall customer service experience was definitely a 4.75. Actually, I'm gonna say a 5. Obviously, you can't do work here. It's only for the experience, so we can't really give that a score. Void that category. Aesthetics.
They have like photos of like queens. Did you see it? And
Kinda.
it's like a very Victorian vibe.
There's a lot of pictures of the dogs, but I think they enter them in competitions, because I saw a lot of like awards and also them at competitions. You don't really go there for pictures unless it's with the dogs.
They have like trees in the middle of.
But it's just tacky. I feel like they could have taken a different approach. So I'm gonna give it a 2. Uniqueness, I think that's where it scores the most points, because there are a few dog and animal cafes, but not necessarily like samoyeds. 5 for uniqueness because of the experience. Bathrooms were just standard, kind of dirty, not really decorated.
Wet on the floor in the girls' bathroom. It's literally like flooding in there.
I'm just gonna say 1. Definitely come to this cafe more just for the experience, not really anything else. It's a good date thing. I saw a lot of couples there. Praise is just wholesome healing.